There's a museum in Oxford which I kind of learned to draw in, which is called the Pitt Rivers Museum, and it's an amazing collection of like masks and kind of tribal stuff, whole collections of like weapons and costume, and all categorised by what kind of object they were. So I used to go there a lot and kind of draw. When I was a kid I was really fascinated by it, and they had a lot of African masks and strange stuff from like Papua New Guinea and like items of sort of witchcraft and shrunken heads, things like that. So that was like a huge kind of influence on me, I guess. Both my parents are kind of came from quite creative backgrounds. They both went to art school. My father's quite a successful painter and printmaker, teaches art. So I was encouraged to draw a lot. I was encouraged to kind of make things. And so I was really obsessed with the Middle Ages and medieval stuff. I loved the suits of armour and knights, and I still am. You know, it's like, it hasn't changed much really, to be honest. And I was kind of morbidly fascinated with kind of dungeons and torture instruments and stuff like that. Well, music generally just really kind of, it's always feeding into what I do visually, I think. Whether it's drawing instruments or drawing characters that are kind of in bands, or if it's like just listening to stuff all the time. I'm always consuming music while I'm working. And I think for anyone that's sort of played music for a while or been in lots of different bands, you kind of, maybe you do have a bit of an affection for that whole kind of world and all the aspects of technology and things. The T-shirt series is like kind of, it's also tying in with the musical idea, and it's kind of a band, a sort of primitive band. It's kind of homemade instruments, kind of quite analogue. It's a slightly post-apocalyptic thing as well, of like a new sort of civilization, sort of reinterpreting like items from the West, or you know, kind of like there's these kind of stories of people in kind of parts of Africa who'd never seen sort of Western civilization earlier in the 20th century, and like kind of worshipping the planes that kind of occasionally drop things out, you know. And I really like that idea of like a totally different reality.